Hi YouTube. Okay, so yes, I'm back. I've been gone for quite a while, and for those who are not in the know, I'll kind of fill you in on exactly what happened. Um, Basically, I was on YouTube for about a year, and it has to be said that year was probably the best year of my life. Um, I was very shy, very nervous, and really felt like I was in such a deep dark hole that I'd never really come out of. And finding YouTube and finding so many people on here really made me feel normal, which is the most important thing to me. And so many people that were in the same boat as I was, and I just made so many friends that made me feel special, and wanted, and it was just so great. And so many of you really have changed my life so much, and you know who you are, and I just adored every single one of you. I loved you to bits, and everything was going great. I finally met Natalie in Canada. I just had a fantastic time with her, and I get back for about 3 weeks, and then I get attacked very badly, and I was in kind of a bad way for a while. I was in so much pain, and suddenly 100 rules got enforced upon me by my family that I just could not find a way to not do it, and I could not find a way to do it. And one of the rules was to just basically shut down my entire channel. Now, shutting down the channel was definitely not an option. I put a year of work into this. I had so many connections, so many friends, so many letters that I just treasure from people that have wrote to me, and that so many comments. I just I could not get rid of that. So what I did is I took off all my videos and set them to private, so they were there and the channel was blank. So for anyone that watching, it disappeared. Then I started getting loads and loads of letters asking where I was, which was good because I knew there was people out there, but at the same time it got really depressing because I was having to explain the same thing over and over and over again. And I had to go through that experience, and I really didn't like it, so I almost had to write a cover letter that I just added a name to and then signed it at the end and just sent it out. So all I had to do was write their name, and then that was it. And again, it got really depressing. So for about 3 months I was in pretty much misery, and I put all out chance, spun a coin, head or tails, to go out back to Canada with Natalie and spend Christmas and New Year's over there. Mostly just to make sure that I was insane, because another thing that was enforced was basically almost me reverting straight back to Ben that I hated, that I could not do. I could not go back to my mouth form, and I was like that for a while, and I basically had to leave my job within the space of 2 hours of going back to work because I was in a shirt and a tie, and it just killed me. I could not cope being myself again. It was not right. It never felt right. And I made so many friends at work and felt so welcome at work that it was very hard to leave it. But to go to Canada was a big step for me. I needed to go back to Canada, find a job, which I did in a cinema, and had to come all the way back here to apply. So I'm still waiting to hear back from them, but I don't know. I don't know what the outcome will be. I don't know whether it's going to be yes or a no, and truth be told, there's a lot of factors in there that at the moment I don't know what the situation is. But at the moment I'm going through a lot of emotions mentally that I just can't stand anymore. And I set up another channel in November, which was Retranimator, a pun on Reanimator, which is the famous horror film by H.P. Lovecraft. And I will admit I love the name. I enjoy the name better than Bethany Ann 26DG, but I found myself trying to start it again, trying to start this flow, and thought, well, this will be my secret channel that only you know about, and my parents won't know about. And I really kind of found myself doing nothing and not really doing that many vlogs because I just could not get used to being on this channel, because it felt like I'd always started over again. But when I started on Bethany Ann, it was a buzz, it was a great buzz, whereas where I started on this, it was just like, as if I just built a huge jigsaw puzzle. I was just about to finish it and all got destroyed. Just starting all over again. It just didn't feel good. It just felt worthless, as it were. And you know, I've had some fun. I've put some videos out, but it would just never equal what I did originally. You know, I've got around about 40 vlogs on this one, and it just did not make sense. But I've now got to a point where I can't take anymore. I'm sick to death of living by certain rules that would drive me insane and near enough killing me. I mean, you know, I've never been one for suicide, but it's just like I reach certain limits that I don't like. You know, there was a time a long time back where I thought something might happen, and it scared the crap out of me. You know, it really put me to a dark place, and it took me a while to sort of get out of it. And you know, finding YouTube really helped a lot and really made me just feel normal and not scared and not, you know, dirty or sick because I'm transsexual, you know, because there is a very, you know, bad word that goes against, you know, transsexuals because of the porn industry and that sort of thing, you know, she-males, lady boys. It's just, you know, we have a bit of a bad rep when no one really realises that we're just normal people. You know, for some it's just, you know, a fun game where, you know, sex is on the cards and money is in the pocket if you know, put a video camera towards it. But you know, there's some of us that just have never felt right in a man's role, and it's taken me a long time to do it. And I'm, you know, out of any regret, you know, I see people that are doing this at like 21, 19. I think the youngest one I've seen is 16 on TV, and it's just sort of like, oh, why did I wait so long? You know, out of anything, so the biggest regret I've ever done is that I waited this long to come out. And you know, I'm sure my life would have probably been a little bit better if I'd have come out so many years ago, and my life would probably be a lot more happier. So I'm back. I hope you're happy to have me back. I've missed you so much. I missed all of you so much because you're my connection, and it just felt so strange not having you around. And I tried to, you know, set everything up again on Retrainimator, but it just never felt right, and I wasn't, in a weird sort of way, I just wasn't getting the hits, and it kind of made me feel more alone than I've ever felt alone, even though, you know, for 3 months I just wasn't there at all. I hope you're happy to have me back, and I'm just sick to death of playing by the rules now. So I'm back and I'm here to stay, and I'll go down with a ship if that's need be. But I'm never going to shut this channel down again because it nearly killed me, and that's saying I don't ever want to go. I don't want to go to that place again. You know, if anything, what happened almost gave me a bit more strength. You know, it took me to a very dark place, but at the same time it gave me a lot more strength in life. So I'm back, I'm here to stay, and I hope you're happy to have me back, and there'll be plenty more to come. So goodbye girls, Beth's back.